to the new Nasty Boys. Oh, God.
Sorry.
Just ran up the steps.
Couple times.
A lot.
He lives in a 3-story home now.
Oh, and I'm so fat.
Yeah, dude. Hello, everybody.
And welcome back to the new Nasty Boys. I'm your co-host this morning.
So
afternoon,
out of breath.
evening.
Dying.
Billy DeVore, and sitting across from me as always is...
Hello, it is I, Lee Michael Kimbrell. How are you doing? How the fuck are you doing? We are...
Not great.
We're set to do this a couple days ago, and then an hour ago the news dropped about the full rebuild that we're in.
Yeah, and I had this in my head about there's 3 ways to look at this season. You can understand that this was coming, and you can take a deep breath and know it's only Sonny Gray. It's not that bad. It's a retooling, not a rebuild.
Sonny Gray with a guy in Chase Petty that I'm stoked on.
Yeah, psyched
He's a
on
big
him.
hoss cat who can throw the ball 103 miles per hour.
Not mad at it.
Get another, he's a Syndergaard type looking motherfucker.
Right.
It's like, get him in the system. The way you put it was fine. Get rid of the sports car. I'll take the SUV.
Yeah, so what I've been describing Sonny Gray as is a sports car. He's nice. He's a Lamborghini. You get to sit in him. You get to enjoy it. You get to sit in him. He's somebody you enjoy for 5 innings who can bring heat and just snap a curve, but, he's not a long-term solution.
No, not
SUV
anymore.
hauls you, gets you to places, and takes everything you need.
Yeah.
So...
And this Petty guy could end up being a fucking Lamborghini SUV.
Who knows?
But I could deal with the Sonny Gray thing, man.
I
really could, especially when now you're excited because when Sonny Gray happened, we immediately tried to be optimistic, and we were like, we're putting 2 and 2 together, because then you see David Bell comes out and says that he believes Hunter Green is ready.
Yep.
And you're like, well, they wouldn't have traded Sonny Gray unless they think Hunter Green's going to be up there opening day, or at least early on. Let's fucking go.
Right.
We're geared up. We're thinking, let's run it back, minus Sonny, minus Big Stick Nick,
right,
plus a new arm in the bullpen, plus a new guy for right field, and let's just run it back.
Right.
And now we're sitting here, minus Geno, minus Winker, dude.
Yeah, plus a sweaty me.
Yeah, plus a sweaty, fully out-of-breath Billiam.
So sweaty. Yeah, man. I mean, we're out. Geno was this was possibly the worst time to trade Geno.
Right.
Because he is only coming off of 1 hot month and a year and a half of complete and utter dog shit.
These 3 dudes that we got from Seattle, Williamson, Jake something.
Fraley.
Jake Fraley, and then...
Justin Dunn.
Yeah, there you go.
So... When you look at all these
where do they
dudes-
even stand in the hierarchy of the Seattle organization?
You ready for this one? Justin Williamson, 7th overall in the Mariners organization.
So we got 3 dudes that are in their, top 75?
Maybe. I just looked at top 30 before we hopped on.
Fuck off.
I'm telling you, man, this is because they are aligning payroll with resources. That's all that this is. This is aligning payroll with resources, and we'll get to the crawl conversation. We're kind of jumping ahead because of just sheer anger, I think is the problem.
Old. The news to me is 30 minutes old.
Yeah, you walked in.
I was on the phone for an hour, and then I get off, and I look, and I've got 30 text messages.
Yeah, and then you just walked in with just a giant white... Oh, that's mostly gone now.
Yeah. I stopped and got me a tall boy on the way over here.
Well deserved.
Fuck.
We've been doing this since the start of the first rebuild. Isn't it crazy
more or
now?
less.
2 rebuilds into this. We've been doing this since 2017.
But if you really want to go back, it's 2014.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's when the rebuild first started.
Yeah, that we did a fucking full-on overhaul bomb tank, as they put it.
Tank.
What we were talking about during the but what was being discussed during the CBA.
Right.
Don't tank. We tanked.
We tanked hard.
We tanked with one of the best players in the league on our roster.
Yeah, look at 2017. The guy was 1 vote shy from being the MVP, and we were still tanking.
And exactly. And in all of that, it got us 2 playoff appearances with 0 playoff wins.
Correct. And it got us 0 runs in the expanded playoffs of 2020. And it hurts, man. It just hurts to know that we're going into this year where it's still, you still have a good young core. Look at it this way.
I am excited about the young core.
I'm excited about Tyler Stevenson. I'm excited about Jonathan India.
Barrero.
Which we'll get into that later too. Barrero, the possibility of Hunter Green coming up. We'll get into that. Maybe Nick Lodolo, and then this young core of relievers that is coming up too from AAA and AA. Like there's a lot.
Healthy Antone, healthy TJ
next year.
Is he still not healthy?
No, he tore his UCL. I mean, he got full-on Tommy John.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he'll be out this year. So there's still a lot to be excited about. Does this still hurt? 1,000%, because you're this fucking close. You're this close. Think about this. Brad Hand to the Phillies was $6 million.
Yeah.
That is all you needed.
Yeah.
Truly. If you look at it, you're like, okay, I can deal with Naquin and Wright. It would be nice to upgrade and get someone like Jock Peterson to play right. Kyle Schwarber, you hear he's from Middletown? You could put him in right for 1 year, $15 million. You could realistically do that. And there you go. There's $21 million. You saved $10 million from getting rid of Tucker Barnhart. You saved $10 million by putting Wade Miley on waivers. That's $20 million right there. You saved another $12 million by trading Sonny Gray. Fine. Put any of these other young guys in there.
Yeah.
And there's $32 million. I'm asking you to spend $21 million, and then you get to keep the rest of it, and then you get fans in there, and that's how you make money and don't put yourself in this situation.
Again.
That's literally it. It's not crazy. You were that close, and instead you see, Jesse Winker has 2 more years arbitration. He's going to get expensive. No, he's not for what he's given you. He's top 10 in weighted runs plus the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And then you just ship him off in Geno, who showed spectacular growth, like a comeback in September of last year.
And I know I can't understand to have knowledge on prospects and look at charts and be like, this guy jumps off the fucking page.
Right.
I deal just as a fan. And hopefully I eat crow, and these 3 dudes that we got from Seattle will end up...
You mean eat crawl?
Eat crawl. Hopefully I'll eat fucking Crawl's ass. And they actually... But it's like... So, to lose Winker and Geno and what those two meant to the fan base.
Yeah.
For some kids who the way that prospects work, we just don't even know if they'll ever see the fucking field.
Right.
And Winker, we'll never see him again. You know, he's not a Red. He's
Geno. He's as far away as you could possibly be playing professional baseball from us.
Yes. They're Miami. But it's Seattle.
Seattle,
by
I think,
a million.
is farther. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Unless there's a team that pops up in Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah, dude.
They can't go any fucking farther.
That Bob should buy that team and just go live in Alaska.
Yeah, no shit.
God, I mean, I get it, dude. Here, let's do the reads so we can get those over with.
All right.
You guys ready for these fucking reads, man? I know everyone's in such a good mood.
Cool.
Frick yeah.
Tons of people take a multivitamin. It's important to choose one that is top quality, one with delicious scoop of athletic greens. You're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source, superfoods, probiotics, adaptogens to start your day right. This special blend of ingredients helps support gut health, the nervous system, immune system, energy, recovery, focus, and aging. It's lifestyle friendly, adapting to a wide range of diets. It contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, no chemicals or anything. Plus, it costs less than $3 a day. It's time to reclaim your health in your arm, your immune system, with convenient daily nutrition, especially during cold and flu season. It's just 1 scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune support and vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/sportsdrink. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/sportsdrink to take ownership over your health and pick the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. So then you just get to the bottom one.
Athletic Greens, baby. There you go. Colorcast.
Nope. That one.
Sports drink.
Yep.
Post roll. Today's episode of the New Nasty Boys is brought to you by Sports Drink, your digital water cooler.
Hey.
Sports Drink is a newly created internet community that tries to find the intersection of sports and not sports. They're here to help us grow and to hate your favorite team. A rising tide lifts all boats, so go check them out online or on the social. You already know that deal. So go to sportsdrink.org or just go on over to the gram, type in @sportsdrink. Spell it Sports Drink, take out the vowels. So Sports Drink minus the O and the I. All we can ask is that you close the door behind you. You know, we're not trying to let that funk out, baby.
Yeah.
That Sports Drink promise.
You know, it's pretty crazy. We're already hating our favorite sports team. And the crazy thing is, baseball came back last week.
And we were so excited.
We were thrilled.
That's what this podcast should be about.
It should be. So let's start there, and then we'll start here, and then we'll work our anger all the way back up.
Baseball's back.
Baseball's back.
That's great. An agreement was made. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I know, man. Look, I'm just glad it's back. That's all I can. That's literally the bottom. Let's just take our mindset and go back there for a minute, and let's talk about let's just highlight the one thing that we've been yelling into the ether for
Baseball
2 years.
Baseball is back. They figured it out.
They figured it out for now.
And it seemed like they were a million years apart, and 10 days ago, I thought that we might see an 80-game season.
Right.
So, you're right. That is good. We're getting a full fucking year.
We get 162.
That's amazing.
Okay, here's the one thing we've been yelling about into the ether for so long, and it finally happened. In 2023, they will ban the shift.
Love it.
How about that?
Love it.
We got what we wanted.
That's nice.
As fans of the sport, we got what we wanted.
That makes me happy.
But they can move players around like the minor league rules.
Yeah.
They have to just stay in the dirt.
Yeah.
No more.
Oh, yeah, that's a
third
good
baseman.
rule.
Right.
Just don't have the third baseman playing shallow right field. That shit's Bush League.
Yeah, I mean, are we playing softball out here?
You can take your first baseman, second baseman, shortstop, and third baseman and put them all on the left or on the right side of the infield.
Yeah.
That is fine with me.
Right.
But they have to stay on the dirt. I can live with that.
That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's I'm fine with that. And people won't do that.
Correct.
People won't do that.
No, they won't
and
shift.
I like it, man. I do. I like it. I think it makes the game better. I think the shift, a thing that we bitch about the game, sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Love the dinger, obviously.
Dinger
but
rules.
Miss the first to third on a single.
Right.
And a lot of singles and a lot of base hits are taken away in the shift, and I think it makes the game better.
I do too.
So I'm happy about that. And another thing that I've been saying to anybody who gives a fuck is if he wants to, which why would he want to now? But I guess the rules are the same everywhere.
Correct.
Joey Votto with the universal DH and no shift. Joey Votto, if he chose to, could probably be like an elite contact on base guy for another 8 years.
Easily. He could.
Isn't that so crazy? It just like he could make another $100 million playing baseball.
Yeah.
I bet you he wants to.
Dude, he could be like the next Nelson Cruz minus the steroids.
Yeah, for real. He could be Nelson Cruz.
Right. Okay, now here's something I thought about.
Nelson Cruz, Nationals, random.
You know why they did that, which is such a smart move on their part? Sign him, it only costs you money. Then at the deadline, someone who needs a DH, trade him and get prospects back.
Boom, done.
Yeah, it's crazy. Somebody's
service. Thinking.
Right. Sometimes when you want someone's services, you have to pay them.
Yeah.
And then in return, you can get younger prospects and rebuild like the Nationals
I thought I was getting in a better mood, so I took the sunglasses off, but then I just had to put them back on.
I fucking threw you right back down there, man.
I'm
sorry.
believe it when I got off the phone. I know I'm going back, but I got off this phone call, and I looked down, and Winker and Geno were gone. And I can't believe we're doing this podcast, and they're not on the team.
No.
It's so weird. Never been the case.
No, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going and I'm getting a Winker Mariners jersey.
Yeah, fuck.
I love that man. Anyway, how about this? Here's something I thought about for the shift.
Jakey's pretty hyped.
Dude, Jake and Lucas are thrilled.
Yeah,
they're so pumped.
Fuck you guys, dude.
I hate you guys so much.
Fuck you.
Think about this. I think they should have kept the rule of the shift. Okay? I think they should have kept it the way it was, but if you shift from outside your position to the outfield, you have to be handed a beer, and if you spill any of the beer, the ball is still in play, and it goes till like if there was going to be a single, double, a double.
I like that, man. I mean, at this point, I give such a little fuck about it that like just really yuck it up.
Yeah, dude, go
it's
crazy.
like you can do the shift, but if you do the shift, one of your first 3 batters has to bat opposite-handed.
Yeah,
or just
dude,
do whatever, man.
Just straight up banana ball, man. Just go for it.
The season will start, and I'll be fucking stoked. And a friend of the pod, co-worker at Sports Drink, Snodgrass, just texted me, Jack Snodgrass at Gambling for Shoes, and he just said, cheap tickets.
Ain't that the truth?
Cheap tickets.
I recently had to align my payroll due to resources.
Yeah.
And will not be re-upping my season tickets. So, that's fine. But
Are you not going to?
No.
You
Why?
shouldn't.
Why?
It needs to hit him in the wallet.
That's what. Okay, that was the other thing I was going to say.
And that breaks my heart. But
Right.
it sucks because it's like the players that are on the Reds are still Reds players,
Right.
And I love a lot of them.
Sure.
And it's like I plan on going to a lot of games this year,
Right.
But it just feels so fucking icky to go. I mean, ickier than like ordering something from Amazon. You know,
Yeah.
I can do the cognitive dissonance with that. It's like
Easily.
whatever. But like to actually for real, I'm like
know you're not.
sincerely to go and drop $40 on 2 tickets,
Right.
and drink a couple and leave that stadium having given the organization who doesn't give a fuck about me $130, it actually takes away from the enjoyment of going to a Reds game.
I agree.
It genuinely does.
I know.
And I can be in the moment, and when I'm there, I don't give a fuck who's on the field.
Sure.
It's amazing. I love going to a baseball game, and
baseball.
I'll continue to do it. But especially now, after the last couple years, it's like I feel gross giving them money.
Think about
for them to do what? Literally just save it? How fun is it if your team is out there spending money and paying these players to come in and make your team good? And this might be like, stretching it a little bit, but like if the team's spending money, bitch, I'm drinking $10, $12 beers.
for
You know what I'm
zero
saying?
doubt. I did it last year.
Yeah, like for real.
I did it.
And that might not translate to every fan who walks in there, but it's like the fans who love it, the fans who actually care. It's like, yeah, I'll go in there and buy a jersey. I'll do this. I'll tip the fucking usher.
Right.
It's like this is our team.
Yep.
And I'm excited. Hopefully, we get to fall in love with some of these new guys. But fuck my ass.
Think about this. The whole reason that we're in this predicament is that we have been told that we're recoiling from 2020. We're recoiling from that financially, and that we have to align our payroll because most of the Reds' revenue comes from ticket sales. Well, if you want to sell tickets,
Team's bad.
spend money on the team.
We're gonna
now you're going farther backwards. You are going farther backwards now than you will be closer in 3 years. Do you that's what's crazy to me.
Yeah.
In that you have to find a way to fix that. And there's a ton of baseball options, man. You got the Florence Yalls. You've got UC Baseball. You can drive an hour up the road and go see the Dayton Dragons in the future of the Reds.
Sell out every game.
Every game. Man, there are options aside from going to Great American Ballpark. I hate to say it,
Yeah.
but it's there, man. And
Lexington Legends, that dude.
that
BP.
dude, yeah, go support a hero from 2012. You know, go after it. I'm just
Who's next? If they're gonna rip this deal off, who is next? Who else is getting traded?
Luis.
Luis is gone.
Tyler's gone.
You think both of them? You think we're gonna
Complete fire sale?
You think? Yeah.
Think about this. If I think Tyler could go now,
Where'd he go? Like,
my thought was he was going to go to the Mets.
yeah.
Because they needed. Then they went and got Bassett. So here's the other thing, man. You can have those two slay it, and then flip them at the deadline when the asking price is even higher.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be. This is going to hurt the worst, I think, right now, because Jesse Winker was such a fun player to watch, and you loved him,
And he loved us.
and oh god, yeah. Like I just listened to the Chris Rose podcast on John Boy, and
Which came out yesterday.
this morning. It came out at midnight. I listened to it, dude. Chris Rose tracked down the dude who was holding the sign that says Jesse Winker's a bitch, and then him and Winker talked on the podcast, and then Winker's like, I have to have that signed. Send it over. That's the type of player involvement and interaction you need in this league to pick back up. And now you're losing that with the Reds. One of the fun players to watch, him and Joey. Like, and to watch pre, during, and post.
And that's how we found out, is he was in the cage with who else? Joey Votto. Joey and Jesse were in the cage, hitting off a tee when they didn't have to be, because that's where they were. That's who they were.
Yeah.
Fucking Rick Stowe walks in, says, Jesse, David Bell wants to talk to you. He walked in. Krall was in there. David Bell was in there.
And see ya.
And now he lives in Seattle. Him
now
and
he
his
just
wife
goes,
and his young daughter have to deal with that.
Now they have to go 20 minutes or an hour or 2 hours down the road in Arizona. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy, man. It's nuts, and
It's a wild game.
it's a wild time.
Obviously, wish nothing for the best for
Oh,
those boys. I
no.
hope Jesse Winker wins the American League MVP.
Oh, I hope so too. Here's my thing: why I think we only got the Mariners' 7th best prospect, because Jesse Winker is consistently
Injuries.
hurt.
And Geno is a huge question mark anyway.
Correct.
Oh, I get it. But that just because you're right on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we got that haul. Is we love Jesse and we love Geno,
Mhm.
and we can skew who they are as players because of how much we love them.
Correct.
Winker's a stud. The durability thing is an issue,
Mhm.
and Geno is not durable and is also retooling his swing. But what if we get fucking fleeced and Geno's shoulder is fully healed and he comes out and hits 40 dingers? What if they each hit? What if they hit 80 home runs next year?
Sure.
They might. They could have for us.
Now, here's the flip side
It's
of
all
this.
conjecture.
Hold on.
I know.
Here's the flip side of this argument, though, and this is kind of where I'm coming out of anger and into a little bit of a sober moment. Look at what we did with Billy Hamilton. Look at what we did with Todd Frazier. Those two dudes. And look what we did with Cueto. We waited too long to flip them, and none of those prospects worked out because we waited too long and the value dropped. You're selling Jesse Winker at the peak of his value,
Yeah.
which is 2 years left of full control, no low contract numbers, and you're getting some decent guys. And there's another one to be named later that we don't know about that Ken Rosenthal said will sweeten the pot. Okay, and also holding on to Billy Hamilton for too long because he was a fan favorite, and instead of we could flipped him for some other players. And that
I followed the logic. But
it's
I'm
infuriating.
Just salty. Like
I know.
I follow the logic, but I'm mad and annoyed as a fan that this is the logic that we have to follow again. I understand rebuilds.
I know.
I know what a rebuild is.
I know you do.
But what the fuck? It
I know.
just sucks.
I'm trying to legitimize it for myself.
Oh, I know, and it's very valid, and it's what they were thinking.
Right.
It's like ultimately it could end up being a good move. It's very emotional and it hurts right now. It sucks. But then also it's just like it's what you just said. I mean, we held on to those other guys that you mentioned, Todd and Billy and them, for too long, and then we ended up getting a haul of prospects that weren't that impressive.
Correct.
Again, prospects are prospects. We don't know. But that haul of prospects doesn't jump off the page for anybody.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Williamson
Petty does. Petty's the only one.
Petty and Gray, it's a whole separate thing. That was a different day.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Right
Geno
now.
and Jesse in the Seattle deal. Apparently that Williamson kid
Yeah.
is close.
Yes. Dunn is close.
Dunn is close. Apparently they're all fucking close, and that's all good and well, but it's like, God damn it, it's just trade. You could say that you definitely waited too long on Geno.
Mm-hmm.
If it's the peak time to trade Jesse, it's the worst time to trade Geno, which is why they probably got paired.
Correct. Taking that money off the books. I wonder what this takes the payroll down to. It's got to be close to like
As low as it can legally be.
It's got to be like 85 million.
Yeah.
Oh, legally they could be at zero. There's no floor. They could be at zero and they could just be like, well, we're just fielding in Steve, who also plays in the Eastgate
And works for
softball league.
UPS.
Yeah. Yeah, we're pulling Brian out from behind the bowling alley, from fixing the machines to go catch.
Well, I will say this: misery loves company. I texted a bunch of my Braves buddies today, just saying, "Hey, I'm sorry. I know that this probably really hurts.
Yeah,
I can't imagine Freddie Freeman not being a Brave."
They got Matt Olson rakes.
Oh, absolutely rakes. So it'll just, but I know that the Braves, they're just hurting. The diehards are.
Correct.
Because they love Freddie.
Oh, of course,
Matt
homegrown.
Olson is a fucking beast. He had 122 RBIs last year.
Yeah, he's a
He
monster.
fucking rakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it stings a little bit less knowing that. But also, fuck that entire group of fans. They won the World Series last year.
Yeah.
Suck my balls.
You lost Christian Apache or Apache or
Yeah.
Pache.
Yeah.
Pache is how you say it, I think.
After the the Freeman thing kind of reminds me of it, and you brought it up before we started rolling. You don't even want to say it, but we're clearly sellers. I mean, we'll sell anybody. Do you think there's a chance that we move Joseph Daniel Votto? I mean, that's a loaded question because, yes, clearly there is a chance. But who's taking on... I guess it's just one more year, right? Or 2 more years of like 20 mil?
It's like 3.
Because it's probably backloaded, right?
Yeah, it's
He's
25.
probably making like $25 million a year for the next 3 years.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's a lot of money. So that's good because no one will want to take that on. But, see, that's the thing is that he's still...
You know what?
Worth that money, arguably, if he's healthy.
2024 is the last year of the contract. So he has 3 more years. You know what? You know who could take on that money and wouldn't give a fuck to do it?
The Brothers of the North?
Yeah. Friends of the pod, Nick and Mike's team.
Yeah.
The Toronto Blue Jays.
Hometown.
I wouldn't be shocked if that happens. I wouldn't. And if I'm him, I'm gladly taking that.
Oh, you would have to. I mean, he's looking at battling the Pirates for last place again.
Yeah, let me go DH for a young, hot, steamy hot team in Toronto with all of that young talent.
You imagine Vlad Guerrero learning from Joey?
That's disgusting.
I'll say this in a moment of fucking weakness because I'm so mad at the Reds and I love Joey so much.
Yeah.
Trade him.
Yeah.
Send him home.
Unload
Send
the
him
salary.
to fucking Canada and give him a fucking shot. Jesus Christ, it's so criminal what we've done to him, man.
I know.
It is such a fucking shame, dude.
After watching that optimistic Reds tweet today that they retweeted about him talking about his anxiety and panic attacks, I'm like, how do you level yourself out and stay calm going from one rebuild, one playoff appearance, no runs scored, back to another rebuild? You're almost 2/3 of your career. Like,
it's so brutal.
You gotta send that. You gotta send him out with that.
No, we could
waste.
trade him tomorrow, and I still think Tom should make a statue of Joey.
Oh, 1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? But like, he's got a. I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling this in the moment, but send him to Toronto where he can get the love he deserves because he's not going to fucking get it in Cincinnati when we're going for 4th or 3rd place.
And not only just that, but his career started off and middled with Marty Brennaman just shitting on him.
Yeah.
And being like, oh, another walk. Great.
Exactly.
And like, he's
good riddance to fucking that guy.
the legend.
But now I sound like him. Talking about the Reds and how much
You do?
Well, no, I'm just being a bitter old man right now. I'm upset. I'm angry. I'm
We
being
all
Marty
are.
Brennaman. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Here's an interesting angle to look at it. So Derek Johnson was promoted to director of pitching, along with being the pitching coach, right? This offseason. So here's the thing, man. You trade all the guys you have established, bring up the young guys, makes his workload easier because he's got them right there.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be optimistic again.
That was a really impressive piece of
Navigating? Yeah. I attempted to navigate it.
No, it plays. It plays.
I'm pulling strings together, man. I'm making a quilt right now.
Okay, let's name, and we already kind of named players. we talked about like the young core that we have coming up. Let's try to rattle off just one, boom, 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 things that you were excited about the 2022 season.
Okay.
You go first.
Okay.
I got to think about it.
Yeah. May 9th, Bark in the Park. I get to take my new pupper. I get to take my new pupper, Rosie. What a terrible time to name her that. To the ballpark.
What if you had named her Jessie, dude?
God.
Because Jessie's a great dog name.
Now I'm going to cry.
What if you had named her Geno, dude?
Dude, and that's Alicia's favorite player.
I know.
And I sent that picture to the group today of Geno looking like Two-Face. What did I call him? Corella the Dinger?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a great nickname. Take that to Seattle.
Breaks, fuck my ass.
God,
okay,
looked like 2/3 of an Oreo.
Yeah.
He was adorable.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a very optimistic one. May 9th, Bark in the Park.
Yeah.
The dog, Rosie, gets to go. That's exciting. I'm excited about...
You'll find it.
No,
I mean
an easy one. Green or Lodolo watching them pitch in the bigs.
Yeah.
I'm geeked about that.
That's a great one.
They have to be up in the league.
Right. You have to play him. You have to pitch him.
I mean, there are guys now.
This is it, bud.
I wonder where Luis goes. Do you think Luis will come with a player that we can just throw into the lineup? Like, it's got to come with somebody, right?
Yes, he's our best pitching prospect. Yeah, I mean, our best pitcher, not prospect.
He might be the best available arm.
Hold on. I'm thinking about it.
I don't know who else would be getting shopped, and there's not many free agents left.
Yes, that is the best available arm.
He's the best available arm.
Right.
So we would have to get... I mean, we could... That's a place, depending on where we go, we could get... Not that it fucking matters, but like we could get a right fielder.
Yeah.
An everyday right fielder plus prospects.
Sure.
Some shit like that, you know?
Sure. 100%. You could get someone that is top 100 in all of baseball. I mean, Matt Olson brought in 33 and like 59 top prospects in baseball. Mm-hmm. He has 2 years of control, but he was also, I mean, he was an all-star last year, you know, sort of like Jesse Winker.
Almost like Jesse Winker.
Weird. Okay, all right, here's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, what are you excited about?
I'm excited for the first full opening day, 100% let back into the ballpark since 2019.
Yeah, walking around the banks, no masks, everyone's chilling. That is very exciting.
Yeah, making out with strangers in a porta potty.
Before I came up here, I was down at the state. Dude, see, that's what's so cruel about it.
You were down there?
I went down there to just grab something to eat, and then I went and sat by the river and just wrote some jokes and emailed bookers and did all that shit. And then I took a phone call, and I was talking to my buddy for like an hour.
Yeah.
I was walking around in like the terrace of Great American Ballpark.
Yeah.
You know, like right when you walk in, you got Nuxie throwing the ball, and I'm walking around. I'm like walking there. I walked up and like put my face up against a gap and like screamed into the stadium, and it echoed. And I could you could see the outfield grass. You know what I'm saying? You're right there. And I was just on the phone with my buddy, just being like, dude, it's almost spring. Like, it's warm. It's 65 degrees right now. It's gonna get. It's like baseball's here. I was down by the stadium, and then I hung up the phone and saw that. But okay, I'll say that. Yeah, I'm excited to just go. Man, like on a Friday or a Saturday night where I'm not booked. Yeah. Go down to the stadium, catch a strong buzz. I don't know. Eat a little mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing better than the ballpark on a summer night.
I totally agree.
It's dark at like 9:35.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Sorry, I'm checking to see if we're going live. Just double checking to see if we're doing this right. I probably should have done that earlier, but I didn't think about it.
Either way, we got that audio and the recording. I mean, we can just throw it up onto the tube or some shit.
Yeah, we're fine.
I'm looking forward to, I guess, seeing what the new food is. Seeing what the new food rollout is.
Yeah.
I'm excited. See, that's the thing. It's like, I will be excited to watch Joey Votto if he is still on our team. But right now, when I think about it, it just bums me out.
I know.
But then I'm also the kind of brain that once our fucking roster settles in like a month, when all the damage is done and we trade away and bring in and sign or what, when we know what we are working with, when the season's about to start, I'll find a way to be very excited and be like, there's a chance, there's a way.
Yeah.
But I mean, you look at St. Louis and you look at Milwaukee and you're like, well,
they didn't do shit.
They didn't
need to.
They didn't have to.
Right.
They were like us. They're going to go out and make a couple moves here and there that are going to make their... the Brewers just today traded for Hunter Renfroe.
No, that was earlier. That was a couple months ago.
Okay, well, either way, they're a better team.
That's the bat they needed.
Yeah, they're a better team for that. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was an old trade.
Yeah, very old.
But either way.
Literally, Hunter Renfroe is what's going to change the division race.
Yes. Yeah.
I know. And the Cubs, I was talking with Danny Rocket today. And he's like, I thought we were going to do some stuff. And they're clearly not. They got Andrelton Simmons to play short instead of going for Correa.
Yeah, I know.
And then you're like, oh, we got Stroman. The ball's rolling. We picked up Wade Miley off waivers. Oh, the ball's rolling. And then nothing happened there. Pittsburgh is cute. And then St. Louis... they're going to
win the division.
Yeah, they're going to bring Pujols back, and then they're going to find somebody again in Double-A to bring up who's just going to rake.
I'll say this, if we're trying to be optimistic, I think that across the board, universal DH makes the league so much better.
Agreed.
So much better. It prolongs careers. It just makes lineups better.
Right.
Fuck having just a gap in the lineup.
Agreed.
And you're throwing out some pitcher. Clayton Kershaw should have never had to hit. They were paying him $30 million a year. He should never have to hit.
No.
And it's go up there, break your fucking finger.
Right.
You're Max Scherzer. Bump one off your eye and break your fucking face.
I know.
BP.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like with kids, it's whatever. I think you should just be hacking.
Yeah, right.
Kids should play every sport, every position.
All the
fucked
time.
Up. There's like 13-year-old pitcher onlys now. It's like you're going to need Tommy John when you're 16.
Yeah.
But whatever. I think I just heard your mom and dad walk in.
They're here. They're here to see the puppy.
That's astounding, man. That's like so far away.
That's 3 floors away.
3 floors away in an old house with like thick floors.
And then you just, that's Nance. She's here.
Wow, that's impressive.
Okay, so let's look at it this way. Let's build what the opening day lineup could look
with
like.
What we have right now.
Correct.
You got Moose at third, which I'm hyped on.
Maybe.
Yeah. What do you mean?
India?
And then Moose at second?
No.
Where Moose?
DH?
Oh, yeah, because Joey has to play first.
Guess who plays second base? Nick Senzel.
There you go. Open up that outfield.
Shortstop.
For not Winker and Castellanos.
Yeah. Shortstop. Barrero or Farmer. Platoon until you figure it out. And you could also put Barrero in center.
Yeah. You know what? You know who this benefits? And we'll finally get to see what it's all about?
Moose.
Shogo.
That helps. Well, think about this, too.
It fully opens it up for Shogo.
No.
He's going to have to start.
Jake Fraley. Center fielder.
Is he a guy, is he like big league ready?
Yeah.
So you think we might throw him up there?
Yeah.
Either way.
Or in right.
I see if one of the dudes from that Seattle trade can be on the opening day roster, I can stomach that a little better.
Correct.
If
Jake Fraley will start.
If Fraley shows up in Arizona and everyone's like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
And he pulls an India.
Right.
And just makes opening day roster and he's starting in center field.
Right.
I can get on board with that.
Sure.
Obviously, I have to get on board regardless. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say. Shogo. Our outfield right now is what? Senzel ?
Senzel.
And again, he's platoon second. It's whatever. Like I like Senzel just being a utility if healthy.
Correct.
I think second base is the position that keeps him healthiest easiest.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
If Barrero can also just kind of be that kill switch, play anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Like then that would be great if Senzel could just kind of settle in at second base with India at third, back at his natural position.
Right.
Yeah, don't hate that.
I don't hate it at all.
Don't hate that at all. And then you could have Farmer just, then you... I'm excited as much as I don't like how it's playing out right now. Like I was saying earlier, once all the chips settle, I'm really excited to get hyped on our roster. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, because I will, and we will.
We will.
We're Reds fans.
We will.
We will. Because we'll have to.
Yes.
And I don't think, and I don't have the 2014, 15, 16 rosters up right in front of me, but
this is still better.
This is not that.
No. So you still have players to look forward to. So let me go around the horn. Tyler Stevenson behind the dish. Third base, you have Jonathan India. You could have
Moose
/ Senzel.
Yeah.
Shortstop, Barrero / Farmer. Second base, you have India, Senzel, Moose.
Yeah.
First base, you have Votto and Moose.
And Stevenson.
And also behind the dish, Klofsky.
And we're already forgetting DH. Every single one of those you got Moose and Votto and Stevenson.
Can DH.
Those three guys can be the odd man out on the field, but then DH for the fucking pitcher.
Correct.
And you're golden.
And then think about your outfield. You can rotate all of these guys together.
Which I'm even having a hard time figuring them out now.
TJ Friel, Jake Fraley,
Shogo, Max,
Schrock, Nick Senzel, the Punisher.
I forgot that he was even on a roster.
Yeah, so did he.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know.
So, but then also you have a bunch.
Another thing that sucks, sorry to get this in.
No.
After the fire sale,
we're
not going to be able to get that fun little sexy right field piece that we wanted.
No.
Because they're all choosing. Jock Peterson's not going to go to a rebuild team.
There were talks of him joining the Guardians. They're in like the same position we are,
more or less, yeah.
With Shane Bieber, who's going to be there for a while or whatever. I don't know. Same position. I'm. Maybe we do another fucking Sean Doolittle like signing late to get a reliever.
Doolittle got a fucking contract?
Yeah, what the hell?
That's crazy.
That's insanity to me. I just think everyone forgot about what happened to him last year.
He was one of the most washed big league players I've ever seen live.
Agreed.
He was a guaranteed flop.
We could have hit him. I want you to understand.
Yes.
And I'm not. Look, a month in the batting cage, getting back up to hitting 85, 88. We could have hit him.
Yeah.
We're 31.
Yeah. We could have hit.
We could have hit him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's a lot of young guys that can come up and that can be in the pen. There's a lot of young guys that could be in the rotation now to fill Sonny's spot. And whatever happens with Tyler Malley and whatever happens with Luis Castillo, this isn't. I mean, we're racing for the bottom. But you know what?
Could be worse.
Still have the cushion of the Cubs. We still have the cushion of the Pirates. We could realistically finish the exact same place we did last year.
Right.
With less of a payroll.
Yeah.
And less paid talent.
Realistically, yeah. And you've seen
it's called failing sideways.
You've also seen it happen a couple times in the last 7 or 8 years where a team does start a rebuild, but they're in a similar... Like it happened with the Twins. It happened with the Mariners a couple years ago where it's like they're in the first year of a rebuild.
Yeah.
But they already had 3 or 4 young cores and one old cat, and then you look up and at the All-Star break you're like, the Twins lead the Central?
Right.
They were picked to be last.
But they're not going to do that this year with the White Sox.
No, I'm not saying the Twins.
Oh,
I'm talking about transposing that onto like the Redlegs. Just a shot in the dark.
Sure.
Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
What if Jake Fraley starts center field and he's Rookie of the Year? You know?
Sure.
Just if you're in head balls, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's just for the sake of we're being on the pod, and I can't just sit up here and just be like, fuck everything.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, stranger things have happened. We still got Joey right now. I mean, knock on wood. If we have to record a podcast where Joey Votto isn't on the Reds, I don't even know, man.
I don't either.
But Yeah, whatever. To be a Reds fan.
Yeah.
To be a Reds fan. You should.
I want to be done. I'm so mad.
You should. Yeah. You should take a razor blade and just like fillet off your Mr. Reds tattoo and send it to Castellini.
Or just do like the Dwight from The Office where he cut off the face of the CPR dummy.
Yeah.
And then just wear it like...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Supposed to get a Sky Rosa tattoo on Thursday.
Really?
Still doing it. I was supposed to get it on Friday, but my tattoo artist had it in his calendar wrong. He's like, dude, I'm so fucking sorry.
So you're going to get it where?
Right here.
You're going to get a tattoo of a piece of pizza with a chili cheese dog on it?
Anthropomorphic, of course.
Oh, it's a person.
It's a person. It's a person Sky Rosa.
Damn, that's sick.
Yeah, it's going to look mid-century modern, like a Hanna-Barbera kind of style. Like a let's all go to the lobby hot dog.
Yeah.
With pizza wrapped around it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
I'm still doing it.
I like it. You should.
I'm still doing it. I mean, I'm just so thoroughly disappointed in... And you know who I feel really bad for? But also, like, good for you? Dick Williams.
Oh, can you imagine how good the margaritas taste that he's drinking? Or, like, any time he just shanks a shot at the golf course, he's just like, you know what? Life is good.
Yeah.
We're doing fine.
We're fine.
Are you looking at Twitter to make sure that we didn't just trade away
anybody else?
Luis and fucking Nick Senzel for pieces? Yeah.
I'm seeing if anything else happened. Good Lord.
Is that tweet popping?
Dude, I got 102 retweets, 577 likes. I went fucking viral.
On what tweet? Tell the people.
Oh, yeah. I went, so 4 days ago I tweeted, glad to finally put this back up. My heart is overflowing with joy. And it's the classic whiteboard that you have seen before.
That you know as a fan of the pod.
That classic whiteboard with the countdown to opening day. And then I quote tweeted myself and said that changed quickly to countdown to opening day. Who fucking cares? So, well, soon to be friend of the pod, C. Trent Rosecrans, retweeted it, and then it just went berserk.
Beautiful, man. In
an hour. So we're not done yet. Oh my God, Schubert had a great tweet 7 minutes ago. Breaking: Reds trade Jesse Winker and Eugenio Suarez for 3 prospects and 250 beer bottles to be thrown on the field later.
Yeah. That is a good tweet, Shubes.
Oh my God, C. Trent just said, well, I'll say this. New CBA didn't discourage tanking, did it?
Mm-mm. Fuck. We'll do another one.
Oh, someone else tweeted this out. They, I think it was C. Trent, saying like, our player rep, MLBPA player rep, was
Sonny Gray.
Was Tucker, and then it became Sonny.
Yeah.
And then they both got traded.
Gone.
After a source said that the front office complained about the CBT, which clearly we weren't going to come anywhere close to anyway.
Petty. Chase Petty.
Let's fucking do these reads.
Oh, yeah, let's do the reads.
And I just got a message from Brandon Day like, bro, I'm not seeing it anywhere, so clearly it didn't go live. But I will post this on YouTube.
Yeah, you can
You'll
watch it
later.
But he did post this on YouTube, and you are currently watching it. Good on you.
Good on you.
Or if you're listening to your car or working out, keep going. Webby, if you're listening to this on the treadmill right now, keep going. Crank up the incline, turn up the speed, let it fucking rip.
All right, let's just do Colorcast.
Colorcast, a thing.
Colorcast, a live, audio-only sports talk platform. Talk to us, other fans, athletes, and insiders in real time. All you need to do is download the Colorcast app free in the iOS App Store, create a profile, link your Twitter, and join the Sports Drink group. Follow us at The New Nasty Boys to be notified when our room goes live. We'll be going live on Colorcast on some day at some time. Come with your spiciest takes.
And don't forget, Colorcast is fucking stupid. Today's episode of the New Nasty Boys is brought to you by fucking Sports Drink, baby. It's your digital water cooler. We love the guys over at Sports Drink. Sports Drink is a newly created internet community that tries to find the intersection of sports and not sports.
Yeah.
I love how vague that is. They're here to help us grow and to hate your favorite team. A rising tide lifts all ships, so go and check them out online or social. You can do that. You can go to sportsdrink.org, or you can hit them up on the gram. It's at Sports Drink. Drop the O, drop the I. Sports Drink without the vowels. All we ask is that you follow them and you close the door behind you, because we can't let that funk out, baby.
Can't let the funk out.
Can't let the funk out. And don't get in a funk, Reds fans.
Don't get a funk. Just stay. Put your heads up and
pick a new favorite team. Go Rays.
Let's round third and head for home, because we got to get you to the hub. So on Friday, I'm in Louisville at Never Say Die Bar.
Craig Ewing Show.
That is correct.
Hell yeah, guy runs a good show.
Opening for friend of the pod, Chris Weir.
Christoph.
Saturday, I will be at my goddaughter's baptism.
Wow.
Pretty cool. So I'm going to plug that if you want to come or whatever. Saturday, I am somewhere in the middle of Ohio with Ricky Glore, opening for him. April 2nd, I will be at Dead Low Brewing.
Ooh, good show.
And then, and this is exciting news, April 10th, I will be at Go Bananas Comedy Club opening for Chris Weir. April 14th, I will be at Lost and Found with Carl Spaeth, the new show we're running.
Oh, new show, Lost and Found.
And then April 21st through 23rd, I will be at Mason City Comedy Club in Bloomington, Illinois.
Fucking A, dude.
So I got some dates on here.
There you go, babe.
What do you got?
You got
some news?
Yeah, I'm in Lexington tomorrow.
Okay.
The 15th at Old North Bar. So come to that. Thursday.
Oh, yeah, Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, Taco Tuesday with Alex Hernandez. Harrison Butler is hosting it.
The guy.
Harry Butts. And, wow, how have I never said Harry Butts for Harrison Butler?
Dude, why have we not made that stick?
Harry Butts.
Let's get that stick in them cheeks.
Harry Butts. Thursday, cool one. Thursday this week, the 17th, I'm going to be doing a guest spot for Brian Regan at the Paramount Theater in Ashland, Kentucky, home of Mike Kimbrell, home of Mikey Webbs, kind of. He's Boyd County boy. But, yeah, that's really fucking cool. And then Friday and Saturday, I'll be featuring up at Go Bananas Comedy Club for Jeremiah Watkins. Sunday, Go Bananas Comedy Club, cool show, man.
That'll be so fun.
Busy weekend. Can't wait.
That'll be great.
Yeah, I'm geeked. It'll be fun. Got to drown the sorrows of the Reds.
Yeah, I'm going to keep chugging LaCroix.
Hey, shout out Daylight Savings Time.
Shout it out. I'm tired still.
No, but I love that it's light.
I do too.
I mean, right now at what time? It's 6:40 and it's just bright as hell outside.
My body's still adjusting.
Yeah, oh, me too. I've been sleeping well, I always sleep like close to 12 hours.
I slept terrible last night.
Yeah.
I kept having nightmares. I've been having a lot
about
the past
Winker
week.
getting traded?
No, worse. It was so weird. Like, for some reason, I kept climbing this desert mountain and then breaking into a guy dressed up as Donald Trump in a skinny suit and then just punching him with a random person and then jumping out and trying to go down the mountain, and then the other person gets caught, and then I had to eat their heart with everybody else. That's some nightmare shit. That's nightmare fuel. I don't know what that means. No one knows what that means.
That's not nightmare fuel. That is a nightmare that has come from the nightmare fuel that is being alive today.
Yeah, no shit.
Jesus Christ. Well, with that beautiful visual...
Imagine that instead of thinking about Jesse Winker and Eugenio Suarez.
It's better.
It's far better.
It's more enjoyable. Although I am pretty horny off of this Fraley character.
Yeah, he mashes. The guy can mash. One of the things that I got from someone is... Hold on here. Pat texted me. Well, man. Hey, man, wellness check. You doing okay? Oh, here we go. Oh, no. We're going to talk about that next week. From Danny, he's got a friend in the Mariners organization. Fraley doesn't swing at anything. When he does swing, he knocks the shit out of the ball or whiffs badly. Also plays tweener center field defense and struggles a lot with lower body injuries.
More Nick Zinzel.
Whatever! Arr! Go Red Legs!
Go Reds.
Okay, ready? Ready to close this thing down?
Ready to close it down. Love you, Papa.
Love you too.
you guys.
We'll see you next week sometime. Thank you so much to Athletic Greens, Colorcast, and Sports Drink.
Without the vowels.
And thank you so much for listening and watching. And as always, go Red Legs.
Stay nasty.